Alright, I'm back. Just gotta send out the stream link again. This should be the last stream for this Game and Jam. Hold on. Sending out the link and then I'll be ready. Alright. I've sent the link. It should be good to go. Just gonna start the time lapse. Start capture. Alright. Should be good now. I have so many things running you can't see my taskbar. But there's a lot. So, I finished the important levels. So, it is time for me to hold on, I'm curious about something here. Okay. But yeah, it is time for me to do the background. If you notice, it's just pure black in the background. I don't want that. Not quite sure what I want to do at this point. No, the mushroom's not fighting, it's shooting spores. It goes in all directions. But yeah, I'm not sure what I want the background to look like. I don't want to do my lines thing. It's probably gonna be some kind of geometric pattern. I just don't know what I want to do. Let's get the artwork and then I can try and sketch something out with the color scheme here. So, my darkest non-black color is this. I can't use it though. For a minute, wait, hold up, maybe I can. You know what, I'm gonna pour it in the background and see what it looks like. Let me just get the color. 24, 20, 37. It's gonna be down here somewhere. Is it, wait, was it 27 or 37? Okay, 20, 37, not 30. Okay, that's confusing visually. You can't see the wall. You just hit it. So I can't use this color, but I could have it and see what I get. This should be 15 plus 3, so 18. And then you can see that. And then, on top of this, I could do... On top of this, I can do, the black stuff in the background. Question is, what do I want to do? It's... I think I mentioned this before, but I was considering bubbles. What if the bubbles had trails? That would work. And the background could be persistent across levels. I don't even have to reset it. So just bubbles equals that. and then I'll do BG bubbles, and then add on every frame, and they come from the bottom of the screen. So that's going to be oh yeah, max height is 200. So random.random by 300, and we get 200 as the position. And then so it's gonna have a speed. So random.random by 2 plus 2, and then it should have a size and a decay. Actually, no, maybe not a decay, but the size will be random.random by 10. This should be the radius. For bubble in VG bubbles. This has to be done after display.fill. If bubble 0, no 1 minus equals bubble, no 0 1, bubble 1, so raise it up, and then bubble hold on, I'll do VG bubble particles equals that, and these will shrink in size. VG bubble particles dot append, and then it'll be bubble 0 dot copy, and then bubble 2. It's just a position and a size, and that will decay. This needs to be I sorted enumerate reverse equals true for I bubble and that. I'll make this P instead of bubble, and then P1 minus equals 0.3, I guess. If P1 is less than or equal to 0, BG bubble particles dot, and these be pop I, and then this should be like this. If bubble 0 1 is less than 0, BG bubbles dot pop I, and then we get Pygame.draw.circle display, and then it needs to be black, and it's like center radius, so P0, P1, and this has to be an integer, and it's solid, so I don't think I have to provide anything else. I think that's how that works. I don't even have the random module. That's impressive considering how far I've gone without using it. Normally would have used it by now for something. Oh, it's like shooting up so fast. I'm gonna take a bit more variance in the speed than that. I'll take +1 and then 13. That's how's the performance on this? It's still running like full performance. I'm gonna do some print checks on the on the side of this. It's stable. So stabilize around 3,000. I think I'm gonna increase the drop off on this. And then change this to if random.random is less than 0.5. We don't need that many. Okay, let's see what it gave me. Okay. I think that's acceptable. I could invert the colors. I don't know if... I'm tempted to wrap this. I'm gonna do a little bit of trickery so that I get a bit of a parallax effect. So I'm gonna take that position. I'm going to subtract game data.scroll 0, and then wait. I'm gonna multiply that by 0.4 so it doesn't impact it too much, and then I'll mod that by 300, which is the width. And now I can do this for the y-axis, and then why is it? What is? That looks interesting. I'm curious, if I draw this, what happens? Oh, that's okay. Well, I can see what it's doing now. What if I turn it down to 0.25 or 0.15? I slowed down the speed to 1.5 and 2.5 here, but I decreased the decay rate to 2. What does that look like? Oh, that's trippy. Oh, I want to give these things their own constant for the parallax. That would be great. bubble 0, 1, 2, 3, I believe. Oh, this is gonna look trippy. Oh, look at that. Okay, I need to do something about the Y spawn point on. This is problematic. Huh. I could just take this out. And then you just end up with X movement. Can't see everything. I'm gonna change the maximum size here. Could be anywhere from that to 23 now. Could be absolutely massive. What if I multiply the speed so that it like can flip directions? Or wait, no, if random.random is more than 0.25, do that. Else you start at the top and you go down. So in this case, we need a case to drop particles if the position gets past 200. So you get this. Trying to like light up the area so I can see the background a bit. I should be seeing stuff go down. Yeah, okay, I see it. That's cool. Now, what if I randomize the color and make some of them to C equals random dot choice, and I can choose between that and then black. So I will make this even bigger, up to 28, but I have to use bubble 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 as the color. So that should create some interesting patterns with the overlap. Theoretically. I don't see any yet. Why did it all disappear? What is that? What is that? Oh, I see what happened. It needs to use P4, not bubble 4. And then this needs to add bubble 4. And this actually uses P3. Wait, 0, 1, 2. That's 2. Okay. Oh, what if I randomize the color by... Ooh. Funny idea. Random by 255. Or no, by... Just random. And then C equals C0, right, that's 12, int 12 by C, int 10 by C, int 18 by C. What happens here? The background's gonna have all sorts of stuff going on here. Trying to see. Okay, that looks cool. What if I can't set alphas on that without causing performance problems? What is the frame rate? It's running good. I'm gonna turn it up to 200. This is just a performance check. If I can't run 200, then I've got problems. Oh, thanks for the super chat. Yeah, glad you enjoy the streams. Okay, let's see. I'm concerned about that number. It's not running at 120, which means it would lag for a lot of people. Let me comment out the background and see what it runs at. If it can't run at 120, then I got other bigger problems, and I might have to turn on DT for the whole thing. That's pretty close. Okay. Now, how does it run full screen? That is the question. 88. Okay. Well, if they wanted to run faster, they can always do this. But so I think I'm gonna have to stick with one color here, and there's all gonna have to be black. I think I got the performance to do the fancy effects. So take this out, take this out, take this out, And then no, that's not it. It's this one. It's 0, 0, 0. So gotta make these smaller. I think 18. Okay, that's good enough. Maybe. That's too much. Alternatively, I can do 0.1, and then if I turn this number up, it should run better. Okay, it's running at a reasonable speed, it looks like. I'm gonna have to turn that up later and make sure it runs fine with all the other changes I want to do. Alright, I'm gonna read the chat real quick. The music's in the bottom left, yeah. Is this the game that I've had in the background for a few of my videos? No, it's not. Do you think it's possible to implement a big data project into Pygame, into a Pygame project? What? I've had an idea for like doing an MMO with like combining it with machine learning. There are some hurdles there. It's possible, but yeah, it would probably be pretty difficult. The game is about being a mushroom and trying to shoot all the orbs, basically. I was working on the background, not the overlay. I do want to see what it looks like when you're actually playing the game. I can turn it off pretty easily, but if I just do this, I can just like see it without any of the stuff. So this is what the game normally looks like without all the fancy stuff. The lighting effects do a lot for the game. So you can see there's a tree on the other side there. Whatever update I'm done with. What's more likely would be that I make like a sequel, where I just do a better job. There's a lot of issues with it. What wind mechanic? There's a lot of things that could be considered a wind mechanic. If you're talking about the grass, it's just a lamb looking at an anonymous function in relation to time that's on a sine wave, essentially. Alright, so next up is something very important. I'm gonna do some squishing. So when the player shoots, I want it to like squish. So I'll just do it in where's player? I believe I've got so many tabs open here that I don't need open. I believe there's a scale, yes. And I believe from, if I go to player, I can do self.scale 1 equals 0.5 and I'll be very flat. Yes, that works. So what I can do here is in update, if self.scale or self.scale 1 equals 1 minus self.scale 1 or plus equals that divided by 10, and then 0 is the same thing. I might want to increase that number to 30. And then if self.scale 1 minus self.scale, or no, 1 minus, if that is smaller than 0.05, then self.scale 1 equals 1. And I gotta do this for the y-axis. And this will allow me to squish, and it'll automatically stretch it back to normal. So I'm gonna do it this. I'm gonna go down to here. And gd.player.scale 1 equals 0.2. And I do it here and here, except I do horizontal. And I think if I did this right, okay, gonna have to fix the timing on that, it's too slow. Okay, wait, not quite what I want actually. Now that I'm thinking about this, I want to set this stuff in relation to each other. So it's actually all going to be based on this. Hold on. Self.squish velocity. This is a funny number. Okay. So boy. Scale 1 plus equals self.squish velocity. And then self.scale 0 will equal 1 minus self.scale 1? Wait, no. 2 minus it, I believe. So self.scale 1 equals, I don't want this to go below 0, that'll cause problems. And then it can't go above 0, above 2. So it needs to stay in that range. And then, so 2 minus self.scale 1. So as the scale increases, well, the vertical one increases, the horizontal one decreases. That's good. So, now I just have to set the squish velocity, so self.squish velocity. I almost need like a velocity and an acceleration. The way I'm thinking about this. I want it to like go up, come back around, and keep circling over the 0 point. I'm trying to think of how to do that. if I always set the velocity to go towards 0, or the acceleration to go towards 0, or no, I adjust it by going towards 0. Plus equals negative self.squish velocity. Or no. It's gonna be if self.squish velocity is more than 0, minus equals 0.01, else if self.squish velocity is less than 0, if absolute self.squish oh no, it doesn't need to settle. So it should be like get a little bit stuck here. So I just have to mess with the squish velocity. Self.squish velocity. So if I give it 1 or 0.3, or for example, or 0.1 probably, that would make it taller. So I went negative 0.1, so this is for the vertical. And then for the horizontal squish, I want that. It goes so slow. Is it coming back? What does it? It should have like bounced back, and then also it shouldn't have been able to. Should have hit a lot harder than that. Hold up. I'm gonna go comment this out real quick and see what's going on here. Huh. If self.squish velocity, if the absolute of the squish velocity is less than 0.1 or 0.1, and absolute of self.scale 1 minus 1 is less than 0.01, then this needs to be set to 1, and then self.squish velocity needs to be set to 1. This number is too big, I think. Why is it? Oh no, it goes to 0. If self.squish velocity does not equal 0, why am I just invisible? Hold up. It should bounce back. Is that too weak? I'm just trying to make it spongy, but it doesn't want to cooperate. Why the... So it went to 0. So it like starts high and it drops down to 0 and it doesn't go around. Oh wait, I'm not doing this right. It needs to be based on the size. So if the self.size is more than 1, then this, oh, and this is less than 1. That's what I'm looking for. Why is it? It's increasing. That's not supposed to happen. I did that wrong. So more than 1. You make it subtract more. Hold up. Self.size 1. Oh. Wait. That needs to be scale, not size. There's a lot of mistakes here. This is what happens when I code late at night for myself. That's what I'm looking for. Look at that. So I just need to make that happen faster. And then I need to make it pull towards the normal. So, so if I do this, it should go faster, theoretically. So if I do this, oh boy. Look at that. Look at that springiness. I can probably go 2. And then I just have to normalize it pretty hard. Look at that. So now, if self.squish velocity 0 is more than 0, oh no, it doesn't need to be there. Self.squish velocity minus equals 0.005. So just pull ever so slightly towards the center. Look at that. Does this trigger? I need to know if this triggers. If self.squish velocity does not equal 0, I think it needs to be like that. What is... self.scale 1? I need to see what this normalizes to. Squish. No, I need squish. So it normalizes... Where's the issue here? I think this is like... Okay, so I'm gonna make this a bit harsher. The squish was this part here. I think this has to be like 5 or something like that. I like that. It just needs to hit harder. Where is this funny number needs to go up? That's closer to what I'm looking for, and maybe not so much. I'm gonna have to like center this in a moment here. I need to like find the correct threshold here, because it's I want to wait for things to calm down a little bit more than that. Have you ever thought of making my own engine? I'm not interested in that. I'm making my own framework. I don't want to do like a full engine. I just want to make games for myself. So what is this normalizing to? So I think this could be a smaller number, maybe. I like that. So actually this could be like 2.5 maybe. And then I just have to center the player. Actually what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna flip these. And I'm gonna set gd.player.size 1 equals 0.3. And then I can do that where like 1.7. So that's the inverse. Boom. Why am I in? How did I get up there? Oh, it's the size change. The size, it's not just visual. Hold up. I forgot that's also the hitbox. A few things to fix here. Yeah, that's problematic. Do I not have a hitbox? What happened there? Where's player or entity? First I gotta fix that rect, so it's right here. Self that rect. Def rect. Yeah. If self.type does not equal player. There we go. So if it is the player, what is the player's size again? I forgot. It's in here. 17 by 17. I don't think it's centered, but I'm gonna fill it in anyways. So hopefully that should stop like the collision issues. The size should be snapping. I'm not sure what the issue is here. What? Scale. Did I do size instead of scale? Oh yeah, that's the problem. And that's why the hitbox broke. Okay. Wrong variable. So it's like going the wrong way. I'm gonna change this to 5. Doesn't need to go that much. Could actually probably be 7. And then this would be 3, I believe. And then this can be like 1, 5. And then I just have to fix the offset, and I'm good. Alright, so I gotta fix the offset, which is gonna be... where is it? There's an offset thing in here. I thought. I was pretty sure I had an offset thing. Well, I'm adding one, I guess. Self.render offset equals 0, 0. Plus self.render offset 0. And 1. So that should run the same. But how do I want to do this? Okay, so if I subtract the current size from the original size, if I'm small on one dimension, I will get a positive number, which would be the amount I would want to add. Okay, so it subtracts it from the original. 17 minus self.size, or I guess 1 minus self.scale 1 by 17, or 17 by 2. Offset self.render offset equals this. And then I can do 0. I think that's correct. I could be wrong. No, that's correct. Let's go. Perfect. I think it should normalize faster. It's like a little bit too jelly-like for me. Hello. Hello? Which aspect is not normalizing here? Again, this or this. One of these two is not normalizing. Okay. If I do this, it does normalize if I do that. So alright, I need to use the squish velocity when I hit the mushroom. So this is left, which means if it's sideways, I should do it like this. Where's the sideways bounce? These two. And then If it's not, then I do 0.7, opposite direction. So, boom, boom. And then I want the player to blink periodically, so I can do this. Rename that to image 1, and then go over here. Boop boop. Edit this. Frames. So 120 every 2 seconds. It'll blink for like 5 frames. And then now, if I copy this, call this image 2, and then rename image 3, image 4, image 5, can do 120, 5, 10, 5. Alright, so now it should have a more interesting blinking pattern. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Right, left, and okay. I like that. It's like it makes me think of jellyfish. Although it's a mushroom, but whatever. So, now what? That is the question. I can close this. I'll read chat. You were expecting the stream to be 48 continuous hours? Well, yeah, it's not. I'm doing like 12 hours in total. This is the last stretch. I think, Smelly Frog, I think you know what you made me think of. And it involves a frying pan sound. Well, not necessarily a frying pan, just metal. Hold on, I have some. Who's pinging me? Okay, somebody deliver. Okay. So I have the shroom working. Next up, is it particles or no, it's not particles actually. I have to do. I want like rings emitting from the orbs regularly. So the way they do when they get hit. Just like this one. if global time by or plus 400 divided by 18 mod no, I don't want that. Mod 60 or let's do 240. I haven't to this. I'll do it once every 5 seconds or 4. So that's 60 times 4 is 240. And then that's not that. There we go. Is 0. So I should see I'm gonna go with int. Come on, do your thing. What is this number coming out to? That should work, maybe? Oh, why is that not even triggering? Oh, these are on spores. What am I looking at? This is not orbs. Orbs. Orb dust center 0. Okay, this needs to go slower. I don't know which one's the speed. I already forgot. Hold on. Speed is the last value. 1. This needs to be orb dot center 1. I need to figure out how it's being rendered. It's got an offset in there. Where's the offset? Where did I put the offset on this thingy? What? Oh, is it in the update? No, where did... Huh? Wait, did I put it in a render then? There we go. I need this number. Boop. And I need this to be all out of here as well. It's added, I think, right? Yeah. I think that's the width. So it will last long if I do that. Why is that not right? Hold up. Well, I'm gonna spam it so I can see what's going on. Is that inverted? Or is it coming from the same spot? I'm just gonna put my finger on it. No, that's moving and it's inverted. How? You just go like this. That is correct, it looks like. That is interesting. I'm gonna go 25 on that. Okay. So, I did that. What else was... Oh. Bouncy mushrooms. The mushrooms are supposed to bounce. So... Where's the... I need the entity loader. Here we go. Aha! Squish. That's the squish. Or, scale. How do I do that? Boy. The dimensions are different depending on which one I'm looking at. Or, actually, no. Depends. Where's the render on them? I saw before the tiles, I think. So... Here it is. If bounce shroom 2 is not equal 0, or is less than 0.99, bounce shroom 2 plus equals 1 minus bounce shroom 2 divided by 10 or 20, 10. Else bounce shroom 2 should equal 1, and that determines the scale. Pygame to transform.scale, so I need to figure out what the horizontal and vertical sizes are. 4431. 4431 by, or int 31 by bounce shroom 2. Now I do this to the other ones, except I flip the coordinates on it. Boop, boop. And so instead of doing that there, it goes here. All right. So on the up one, it's going to have to add that, well, 31 minus this. So plus 31 minus this. And then left is fine, right has to do the same thing except on the x-axis. No, 31 minus that. Okay. What? Oh, right. Bounce shroom 2 equals 0.2. That'll squish it. Boom. Boom. I don't think they have to be that fast. spring back. Boom, boom. There's also one over here on the left. Oh, that's not right. No, okay, so it's not this one that does that. Let's be on the other one. Let's be like that. Okay, I'm gonna make the player a bit snappier. It's still going too slow for me. Is that gonna normalize? Where is this? Let's switch this up a little bit. 0.3 to 1.7 is the max. Or maybe this should be reduced. Eight. 2. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So that is done. What is left? So I have the background. I have the squishy mushrooms. Oh, I need sparks. Sparks. That's fun. A spark is a fancy diamond with a lot of trig. And then I'll do particles, which is going to be interesting. But for now, sparks. I'll do it over the circles. I'm gonna have position, rate, I guess angle, speed. I think all sparks will be the same size, so I don't really need much else. The size will be relative to the speed. And then the speed will decay. So decay. I'm gonna read chat real quick, see if there's any questions or anything. Have I made music for the game yet? No. Alright. Back to working. So spark 0 0 plus equals math.cosine spark 1 by spark 2, and then spark well, this needs to be signed, and then What else do we need? I guess I need to draw the points from this, but our spark 2 minus equals spark 3. If spark 2 is less than 0, or less than or equal to 0, spark 2 equals spark stop pop spark, and it should actually be gd.sparks. So gd.sparks.pop. So points equals that, and I need to make a list of points. So it's going to be based on the center. So spark 0, 0, and it's gonna be like this stuff, kind of. Except instead of plus equals, it's just plus. All right. So the length will have an extra like 5 pixels added to it. So this is one of the far end points. The other one will be like here. Negative is opposite, right? No, it's not opposite. I need plus math.pi. That's opposite. And then I need the middle, which is gonna be plus math.pi divided by 2. That'll be right. And then you have to do left, which is gonna be minus that. Lots of trick here today. So I'm gonna do spark 2 by 0.4. And then it should be all the points, and I can just draw it. So pygame.draw polygon display. It's gonna be white. I think it's just points, right? I forgot. Hold on, let me pull the docs. I should know this by now. I always forget how you draw circles and polygons, like the order of the arguments. Color point. Okay, so that's just it. Points, and that is it. Wait. Center equals spark 0.copy. Center 0 minus equals gd.scroll 0, and I have to do that for y, which is the scroll offset for the whole thing, and then I have to drop that in here. Alright, so I have to actually create the spark, so self.sparks equals that. Now what I use them for, I'll just shoot them out of the player for now. So gd.sparks.append player.center at an angle of math.pi plus random.random minus 0.5 at a speed of 5 with a decay of 0.1. Let's see what happens. Or game data player. And that needs to be I. So there are some sparks. They need a faster decay, definitely. My sparks need to be fatter, so I'm gonna change these to like 6. Perfect. So I need to shed a bunch of these sparks. So it's like down. I need to shoot these out when I press these buttons. So up will be minus that for I in range 6. So the speed needs to be randomized. I like that. I think that could be increased. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So now I gotta do this for the other direction. So down is going to be plus math.py. This one is going to be do nothing. And then this one's gonna be just math.py, no division. So I now have the 4 directions. Cool. So I want to use these sparks when I hit the mushroom though. So that's gonna go up to here. Bounce up. That's gonna be negative math.py over 2. I'm gonna decrease the decay on this one and increase the count to 12, and I'll increase the speed to 4. This is right, so it's gonna be 0. And this one's gonna be just math.py. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna add a glow to sparks because they need it. Where's something that glows with 0 or whatever? Which one? Oh, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. It's gonna be center 0. Or just center. Spark 2, which is at speed. I'll do 50 by it. I'll do 30 by it because it won't be that big. I'm tempted to move the player a bit further back, so it stops clipping over the tiles because it looks funky. Wait, shouldn't it be behind it? How's that happening? Wait, hold up. Hold on. How? Hold up. That should be behind the tiles. What is going on here? How much if I drop a body? That's going in front. Why? It's behind the grass. It's not triggering? No, it's triggering. And that's not triggering. So what is the problem here? It's rendering before a lot of other stuff, or... What? What's going on? Oh, I see the problem. I messed this up. If not rendered entities. That's very important. That's what I need. And that should put me behind the wall. Yeah. So that's what I needed. So now it doesn't look like scuffed, like I'm clipping through and stuff. Alright. So all that's left, I think, is particles. So I want, I might do some leaves. I want to do stuff when you're like rubbing against the ground, like sliding along it. And like when you hit something with high impact, I guess, or just, I guess, yeah. Yeah, hit anything with high impact, makes particles come out. And then there's a lot of particles I want to do. Trying to think of how much you can get away with performance-wise here, because I think it'll be problems if I'm not careful. Actually, speaking of which, I should check and make sure it's still running fine. It's close enough. Alright, time for the particle system. And once again, I go back to Vagrant. I grab particles. I'm gonna need more than that. Desktop, Vagrant, data. Here we go. Oopsie, I didn't mean to. I might have hit that. Didn't mean to close that. All right. So there's a couple particles here. I want this one because it's just like that, and then that's a circle. I can delete these. All right. So now I go to particles. From data.particle manager, or no, particles, import particle manager, particle manager, not particles. And it initialize it. I didn't need a reference to the game. Oh, I forgot I added functionality in Vagrant where you could apply force to a section of the particle face, well, a space, and it affects the particles. So like you could have an impact in a certain area of the map, and it shoots all the particles away from it. It's forgot that existed. What's it actually use the game for otherwise? Update. Why is it so overloaded? Hold up. I'm going to Cave-in. Cave-in should have a simple one. Okay, what's in here now? Okay, this looks better. Why are there no spaces in it? How old is this code that I didn't put spaces here? This is bothering me. What is this? Well, update DT. Okay, I think that should work. Self up particles equals that. So, for example, I want particles on. I need to do the render thing first. I'll do it right here. Particles. For part I particle in sorted. Enumerate. GD to particles. Not key. Reverse equals true. Particle.update 1 divided by 60 and draw particle.draw display ed.scroll alive equals that. If not alive, gd.particles.pop I think that should do that. So now I just have to add to it. So I want it so that when you destroy an orb, it drops a bunch of red particles. Or no, actually I want trails on the spores first. gd.particles.append particles. The X and Y are separate, that's kind of annoying. Spore 00, Spore 01, P, it needs to be stationary, 0.01. I don't know if I start at 0 or start at 2 or what. Hold up. Particle image. So I gotta go over here, take this, and then I have to go down. Data, images, particles. Whoa, what? Not what I expected. Let's see how long that lasts. Does that shrink? No. Wait, that's not right. I need to go down here. One? I think that's 1 per second, basically. Yeah. So I need 10. So if I do 20, I think that's closer. I don't think, what size do I want to start at? I don't think it needs to start at that size, it's kind of big. Let's do 2. And then it doesn't need to decay that fast anymore, I don't think. I want to see what the cool play on this looks like now. Boom. That's cool. Uh, 1.9. Hold on. Something's a bit funky with the way that size is working. I don't know why there's like 1 pixel below it's doing. I don't know what that's for. It's probably the base of the image or something. I don't know what that's like what's going on there, but whatever. I'm gonna make another particle type. Call it P2. Or wait, can I give these physics? How hard is it? Oh, I think I have to do it myself. I'm not gonna mess with that for this game. I don't feel like it's probably not worth it. It would be hard to do. I could do it in like 15 minutes, but I don't feel like it. It's like almost midnight. So on this hit right here, for I in range 10, or let's do 20, lots of them, at maximum size, random by 5 plus 3 and cost P2. Did I make a P2? No, I didn't. Need a P2. P2, so I can write custom logic for it. So in here, I can do self.type. If self.type is P2, self.motion1 plus equals dt by 10. I don't know if that's right. So I need the color of the orbs. So I'm gonna have to go images and pull out this color here. 228, 59, 68. Okay, here we go. For this, I'm gonna do angle equals random.random by math.pi by 2. And I'll do math.cosine angle by speed equals random by 4 plus 2 speed, and then I can do sine for the y. Here we go. The gravity is slow. Let's knock that up. And then if particle.type is P2, we do a little bit of glowing. Just a small glow. Ain't nothing fancy. It's like 20, 30. And then particle.x, particle.y, the motion is very weak on the explosion. Why? It's still weak. It's fucking a DT. That's what I'm looking for. Didn't need to be that strong. So I do 60 plus 30. The origin's wrong. Oh, it's coming from the spore. That's not right. I need to be orb.center 0, orb.center 1. Cool. Time to do particles, I guess. For like collisions, or is it maybe there's something else I want to do particles on first? I'm trying to think. I think this is about everything. I can do more sparks. Hold on. I need spores. Where's the part where it deactivates? There you go. The angle is going to be at the A-tan 2 of spore 1 1 spore 1 0 angle plus that. Why is it? It just didn't come from the place. It come from the spore center. So spore 0. Dot copy. Cool. So, what else I need? I wanted to add like particles over the top of the game, but I'm worried about performance because of that. I feel like that might be going too, like doing too much. And I think there's not enough velocity to add like particles on collisions. It doesn't seem to make much sense. All right. So with that, What else is there? I'll see if I can do the fireflies thing. The avatar is made with Pygame and Media Pipe. You wonder how to do pixel interpolation instead of rotating the sprites. I'm not sure what you're asking. Alright, so I'm gonna do FG flies. For I in range, I can do like 50 of them or 30 of them. FG flies append. It just needs a location and an angle. Random.random by 300. Do the same thing but 200. Random.random by math.pi by 2. And then so this will be the angular change, I guess. And then it'll have a speed. By 5 plus 5, no, 3 plus 3. So now I have to go over to where I can render these, so behind all the effects, but after the spores, so flies for fly and you do that FG flies fly 0 plus equals its position angle, right? Yeah. Math cosine fly 1 by math cosine fly, is it 3? I don't even remember. 3. Wait, oh. I'm getting too sleepy to do this, man. And the Y you do sine on. And then fly 1 plus equals fly 2 and then fly 2 should be a random walk. Fly 2 plus equals random by 0.01. Fly 2 equals max. Negative 0.1 min 0.1 fly 2. Display that's set at, and I need the yellow color. Nope. 254 at 231.97. And then the position is going to be fly 0 0 minus GD dot scroll 0 fly 0 1 minus GD does scroll 1, and then comma. Actually, I'm gonna make this into render position. Render position equals that, and then I do this, and then I have to mod this. So that it stays on screen. And then the scroll should be like a parallax, so it should actually go faster than normal, so 1.5. It's actually not in game data. Hey, give me this has to be an integer. Fine. Look at that. They're very fast. So I need to slow these things down. You need to be much slower. Instead of, I'm gonna change this up a bit. The random walk logic. The random walk takes too long to get somewhere. So instead, if random.random is less than 0.01, so 1 in 100, it'll change its rotation. So this will be random.random by 0.2 minus 0.1. Okay, now here's the fun part. Light surf under position. Wait. I have to do this thing again. So that it can hash properly. I'm so close to being done with coding, pretty much. It just, like, well, once I do this, it's like tutorial, and then sounds and music. Fly equals fly object.data, and I can do fly object, and then fly object, and then this just becomes render position, and then this is like 20. Look at that. Look at all those flies. The only issue I have with that is the color. And then, hold on, I got an idea here. So I can take where there's the thing where I generated all those colors. I know I put it in here somewhere. Where is it? I generated a ton of, well, not colors. I pre-cached the lights. Oh, here we go. Light masks yellow, And I don't need as many of these. I only need them all up to 50. Yellow. And then yellow surf equals Pygame dot wait, no. Light mask base yellow dot fill, and I'll take that color again. 254, 231, 97. And light mask base yellow dot blit light mask base 00 special flags blend RGBA mulch, and there we go. It is going to become yellow. Very much so. And now I have that. So in the glow, I can make an option. Yellow equals false. If not yellow, else. And then we do some funnies. So we go down to here and go yellow equals true. Look at that, they're yellow now. Fancy. I think I want to make them dimmer. So to do that, I can just reduce this. So instead of doing that, I can do like 127 and like divide everything by 2. So 116 and then 45, that's 48. And then if I want, I can do a little bit more funnies. I don't know how this is gonna perform. So one of them is not gonna be yellow, so I can actually stick that out. And this one's gonna be smaller, and the yellow is gonna be bigger. So I do like 30, and then like 14. I don't think I like that. I think I like just the plain yellow. Can I do this twice and then just make the center really bright by doing that? Or 10? Okay, time to do a performance check. I might have to turn off that second layer. No, it's holding. We're good. Gonna turn down the speed though, because they're still kind of fast. Okay, I'm gonna change that parallax a bit. I'm gonna just not parallax it. I don't like how they were moving. I like how you can just like reset your position and you can see the fireflies across the whole map, even though there's only 50 of them, or 30 or whatever. Okay, so all that's left is tutorials, but I'm gonna read chat, although I'm gonna switch it to level 1 first. Where's that? 1. Look at that. I better win first in graphics. I spent so much time on the graphics for this game. The mechanics is like not a whole lot there. Alright. I'm not going to edit the live streams to make an overview of the process for the final game. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a time lapse, because I'm running a time lapse right here. Just chrono lapse, taking a screenshot every 5 seconds, and then I'll turn that into a time lapse so you can see exactly what happened. What if they flickered? Maybe. That's a good idea. I'll try that out. One moment though. So 1 in 20 chance it flickers. I like that. I'm gonna turn down the rate a little bit because it's a little bit annoying. There we go, it's flickering a little bit. Alright. That's pretty good. Thank you for that suggestion. For marketing, that's really tricky nowadays. I think it's best to build a following. That's the most reliable way. Once you have a decent basis, like user base you can consistently present to, it can spread by word of mouth from there. So having a YouTube channel will help with that. So that does that job for me. There's other stuff you can do, but I don't know too much about it. The whole send your game to journalists thing doesn't do hardly anything nowadays. Now, sending your game to YouTubers, that can do something, but it really depends on the genre of your game and how good you are at doing that. I have not had any success sending my games to YouTubers. Yeah, so it's a tricky thing to deal with. I'm just counting on marketing for my YouTube channel and then having it spread by word of mouth. One thing I would recommend, the most merit-based way to get attention for something is through Reddit, in my opinion, or the most reasonable merit-based way. Because Reddit, people, like, everything starts at one upvote, and people don't care too much about who posted it. So if your game's good, it'll get upvoted, and people will see it. So that's a good way to get started. That's how I got my YouTube channel started. And that's how I got a lot of attention for some of my games. That's how I got enough money to put Super Potato Bruh on Steam. I raised hundreds of dollars through Reddit to get Super Potato Bruh on Steam. So, yeah, Reddit works pretty well for that. You just have to make sure you know what subreddits you should be posting to, because some of them you're not going to get hardly anything from them. So, like, you can't do this anymore, but posting on r/Python was very effective for me. Now that doesn't work because they don't do media embeds. Like, you can't do media posts anymore. They removed it because they thought they were low-quality posts. But every time I do it, I would get, like, top of... I would get top of the subreddit pretty much every time and get, like 1,000 upvotes or more and stuff like that, I think, for my games. So, that's a good merit-based way to do it. You gotta find the right subreddits. Well, if you change the goal radius randomly instead of turning them off. So they're already on a sine wave. Turning them off gives the flickering effect. Hold on, let me try this. So, what you guys are asking for and making it smaller would just be that. Taking out one of the layers there. I think that's the big one I'm cutting, yeah. So that's just making it smaller, yeah. I think it's on a sine wave, right? Or is it on none? No, it's on a sine wave. Alright, tutorial time. So the first tutorial, press arrows. Tutorial number 2, hit these things. I don't think you need a tutorial after that, so you just need 2. I guess it's the one that needs to tell you to press R to restart. So there's a few of them. Also have a bunch more pings. Oh. Alright, so I need the tutorial text. So for that, there's a couple things I want to do. I do have the text module, and I have a font system. Well, I have a font loaded. Where is it? Where did I put it? Somewhere in here. Where did I load the font? Oh, here it is. So I have the main font, and then I'm going to black font. And then what I can do, I'll have a tutorial text thing, and it'll be turned off Where is the move thing? Oh, it's on your input down here. So if GD dot if current level is 1, that will set it to false. And then under this, where you hit an orb, if it's 2, then that will set it to false. So there's 2 tutorial texts for the first 2 levels. So and then to go over to UI, I need the player's render position. If current level is 1, if what is this? Why is it? No, that can't be self. It's GD. No. Okay. If that is 0, if that, actually, I should do this way. Then do main font.render, and it should be like right above the player. Shoot spores with arrow keys, and that will be gd.player.center 0, gd.player.position 1 minus 12. I think that's correct. Minus gd.scroll 0 minus gd.scroll 1. And then this one needs a minus main font.get width of the text. I need, where's the get width? Do I have to specify a space width? I don't. I think that'll do it, and then I just do that twice, and then do black first, and then make that 11, so that's lower down, and then this one's gonna be +1. What? I thought, is it just width, or it's width? Where is the black text? Oh, I can't have pitch black fonts. That doesn't work. I forgot. I have to like do this.
Did that work? Yes.
So now what I can do, offset y equals 1 if global time percent 180, so that's 3 seconds, or let's do 2 seconds, is less than 20, else 0. And I can do plus offset y, and I'll have a cool bobbing effect. Now let's do more than 100. I don't like it starting down like that. And then actually let's switch this to 90 and 80. There we go. And then if current level is 2, And I have to make sure the player has spores left so I don't get it mixed up with the other text. Destroy red orbs. Hold up. I need to... This should also be reset there. So it should be like... Oop. Doesn't matter if you moved, if it hit R, it tells you to do it again. So if I can hit it once, hit R, and tell me to do it again. Okay. So there's one more message I have to add. And that is the "you're out of spores" message. If there we go. So okay, so when you press R, I think it should fade. Self.completed, self.actually finished equals false. Finished level. You need that actually finish equals true. If gd.actually finished, then you do that stuff. Otherwise it just moves. Else pass. Otherwise it's a respawn, in which case you do all this. So actually I can drop the body. gd.player.opacity equals 0. Let's do that. And then I can, so that just makes player invisible and you'll be able to see it again later. Actually, no, that causes problems. So I'm gonna just take the whole thing. So gd.finished level equals, what am I supposed to add it to? 1. Okay. Reset level. So I'm gonna do an interesting thing where when the player spawns, where's that? Or when the player respawns, self.player. Let's squish it. So that's a vertical shot. I did these two things, and then that's not GD, it's self. If self.player. I don't like how the text isn't covered by the, I think the editorial text should be covered by the screen transition, so I'm gonna hide that behind the screen transitions. So, tutorial text, lighting, so I'm gonna go down here. I think you should be able to see it even in bad circumstances. Hold on. Like bad lighting, you should be able to see it. So yeah, even in this bad lighting, you can see it. Okay, I am very happy with that. I think that's everything except for one last thing, which is, well, I guess there's audio, but I don't do that until Sunday, and I don't normally stream that either. So the last thing is the whole thanks for playing level. So I think once you get to that level, you shouldn't be able to move. The UI for spores should be gone. Yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna add that extra level because the game I think is long enough as is. I just noticed I can probably make the bodies have a thinner hitbox. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, I forgot there's one more thing. With the bodies I gotta do. gd.bodies equals gd.bodies minus 30. I'm only gonna show the last 30 bodies. Actually, let's do 16. because, I mean, do I really need that many? I could just plant shrooms everywhere. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, so I need the thanks for playing area. So data, level editor, import. Oh no, don't need to import. So grass tile set doesn't need to be a very big area. Actually, I'm gonna do like that, and then I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna drop the player in the middle right here. I need the dirt tile set. So I'm gonna go like right. And then trees go on -6. Actually, I need more space than that. So it's gonna be boop. Boom. Almost done. So close. Look at that. Okay. So go on to -6. Let's place some tree. Actually, we need to do the player first, so let's go to 1 and put ourselves on the grid. Player goes here. Now I can go to -6 and then go off grid. So let's do trees first. I'll put that there, this here. I like how that looks. Okay. So let's go up to layer 4, I guess that works. Oh, there's something I want to do to the grass before I finish here. Whatever, I'll do it after I finish this level. Just don't let me forget I said that I want to do that. That's very important. Don't want to do any trunks, but I will do these. Alright, back tile set. Go to -10. Oop, oop. Do that. Let's do this. Now, do that. And then I just have to fill these in and I'm pretty much done with the levels. Okay, gonna copy this over, make sure it works. Level 8. So for this one, I'm going to block all player input. 8. I'll give them 99 spores, but you can't see it because if not current level is 8. Or wait, why did I do it like that? Like that. I just do that. And then I'm gonna run the input through this. And then I need to stop the level from immediately ending because of oh, I don't think it will. Yeah, it doesn't. Hold up. I don't like where the player is in that. Do that, and then let's go up to here, and then I'm gonna put a player right here, and then I'll put a glow shroom down here so you can still see. And then grass will go up here. Level 8. Can't move, can't hit R. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Now I just have to put a thanks for playing thing right here. So thanks for playing. Oh no, I forgot what the important thing I wanted to do was. What was it? Did I say what I was gonna do? I don't remember. I don't think I did. I know there's an important thing I was gonna do, but I don't remember what it was. It was really important. What is it? What is it? It's important. I think it was visual. What could it have been? Oh, it was grass. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up a grass image before I read chat, so just so I don't forget, because otherwise, there's a decent chance I might. Hold up. I'm gonna increase this by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means I can pull this down by 4. 3, 4. Now, if I go to this, I can take this color, okay, it's not bright enough. That's clashing. I need more grass. Grass 05. Here we go. What do I want? Yellow? Or blue? Ooh, blue. One of these two. Grass. Where's the part? Where's the part? Load grass. Aha, 5. I want to make that a different height. That shouldn't be as tall. There we go. Flowers go a long way, guys. There we go. I should be able to just hit X, yep. And I can go up to here. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna switch the purple to the light green stem. Hold on. And then I have to go and tweak this a little bit. Okay, I'm liking it. Actually, you know what? I want to make the bases a bit thinner. Because of the way it touches the ground. Okay, which one's the short blade? Any more of those? That's 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. I need more instances of 3. Wait. I need another 3 that's like light. Grass 0, 6. And then I gotta go over to tile map, and then go 6, 6, and then boom. And if I reload, it should give me like a different arrangement of plants, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna check out the last level again. Looks good. Can't press any buttons. Perfect. FPS check. Bug check. Looks fine. Good FPS. All right. I can read chat now. That was a lot of random things that popped through my head that I had to deal with. Do you make? Well, do I make 3D games also? Not at the moment. But I'll probably be getting into it soon. And I've messed around with it. I just haven't released anything. So you say a second tutorial text is redundant, but you'd be surprised how many people would be confused about how the game works at that point. So, like they'll see it explodes, but they might not connect that that's the objective itself. They might just think it's some sort of explosive. So left, up. So yeah. All right. Main menus are not important in Game Jam games. People don't really do that. I mean, sometimes they do, but it's kind of unnecessary. It doesn't hurt to just start the game and this is what you see. You're making a game for that gem too? Nice. Then I might end up playing your game. A decent chance. Did I make the app for the game? Yep. The ID is Adam, not Sublime. What about the grass? Someone just said grass question mark. You can turn the subtitles on live? I didn't know you could do that. Huh. Yeah, I don't know how you do that. Maybe it's in the settings? I don't see where you do it. Is it customization? I don't see it. If you can tell me how, I can probably do it in the future. Oh, someone, you actually remember what the thing I needed to do for me? Nice. There's a slight advantage to streaming. Like, I get the disadvantage of having to answer questions. Well, I don't have to answer the questions, but if I stop to answer questions, it takes time, and that's a disadvantage. But, you guys can remember things for me, and you can give recommendations. So someone in here suggested the flickering for the flies. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so if I can't do it on live, I mean, you can watch the recording back and the live streams playlist, and I think you can turn on the automatic ones there. Anyways, probably gonna end my stream here, get some sleep so I can do sound effects and music tomorrow. And that'll wrap up the game. So yeah, I've been streaming for almost 3 hours, which would mean that in total I've spent 13 hours on this game. 14 maybe. So I'm gonna end the stream here. If you guys want to check out the game, it should be available on itch.io, and I'll probably tweet about it and post it on my Discord and everything, so it should be hard to find. and I'll probably upload a time lapse tomorrow as well. But you should be able to find it tomorrow at afternoon, so maybe 15 hours from now. And yeah, you can play yourself. You can read the source. Before I forget, I'm gonna put a note at the top, because people get mad at me for my messy code in the majority of my games, but they don't know it was made for a game jam. This code was written in under 48 hours for a game jam. There is a ton of spaghetti. Read at your own risk. So yeah, gonna end the stream here. Thanks for watching. I don't know if I'll stream again soon. It'll probably be a few weeks before I stream again, maybe a month, who knows. But the videos will be here soon. So yeah, thanks for watching.